Ann, thank you so much. Well, we hear a lot about car break-ins happening when we step away. Maybe you leave something inside that's visible for someone to steal. But now Oakland Police say thieves aren't waiting anymore. Our Andrea Nakano reports they're targeting parked cars with the drivers still inside.
Yeah, if you do have an email copy, that would be great. I will email.
Aria has lived in the Highland Park neighborhood all her life. She's always felt safe until she became a victim of a car theft and a smash and grab all within a month. She wanted to conceal her identity but talked to us about how the robbery unfolded. She says the thieves spotted her on East 14th Street and followed her home.
And so they slammed their brakes and they also turned left with me, and I thought it was a little strange. But I wasn't trying to think of the worst of everyone, you know, so I was like, oh, maybe they just missed their turn. Like, that's normal.
But as she made another left, so did the black sedan that was following her. This is video of when she pulled up on her driveway. The black car slows down behind her. The robber gets out of the car and smashes the passenger side window.
And the whole thing took place in like 10 seconds. And so I was screaming, I was honking, like everything. And I think I scared them away when I started honking, because he looked startled and he jumped away and left in the getaway car.
They took off with her purse, but luckily she wasn't injured. Aria immediately called police.
It took me a while to even get through the calling system. And when they did, they said that they had 200 pending calls ahead of me, but they did receive a lot of reports of the same suspects already.
Aria has replayed the events over and over again in her mind. Her one regret is being too trusting of others.
Be more aware of your surroundings. Trust no one. You might want to see the good in people, but right now I don't think you should. Just run away, trust your gut.
OPD says it's investigating these crimes and have sent additional officers to the areas that have experienced these robberies. This video is from another incident near San Antonio Park. You can hear the victim yelling at the robber to get out, but he comes around to the driver's side to smash the window. Aria says she just doesn't feel safe in Oakland anymore.
I haven't left at all by myself since that happened. And so I'm just, waiting to fix my whole car situation, get everything settled with insurance, and I'm gonna dip. I already told my parents, I was like, okay, I gotta go. I really don't feel safe.
And police say robberies are up 32% compared to this time last year. They also say if you think you're being followed, don't go home. Head to the police station or a local fire station instead.
The postal carrier was robbed when she was delivering mail right down this street. I spoke with another postal carrier off camera, and she says incidents like this one are distressingly common and make her scared to do her job. It's a gut-wrenching sound. A United States Postal Service carrier screaming after she was robbed by a man while out delivering mail in Oakland's Adams Point neighborhood near Euclid and Van Buren Avenues. I showed the video to Dahlia Williams while she was out on a walk with her son.
Not too rare these days. I'm not concerned for my safety. I think postal workers should, have some kind of security alarm or something on them.
The incident was caught on a resident's security camera video. USPS Postal Service Inspector Matthew Norfleet says no mail was taken from the carrier, just the postal keys.
Only one reason to have those keys if you're not a letter carrier, and that's to steal mail.
Norfleet says USPS is constantly changing locks, but there will always be some lag. Each key accesses thousands of mailboxes.
There are going to be opportunities for criminals to exploit those keys. We do want to let people know if they don't get mail that they're expecting, particularly if it's something that can be financially exploited, like a check or a credit card. Those people should also contact postal inspectors.
USPS is offering a $150,000 reward for any information that leads to the arrest of this person. Tyler Hilligoss says he heard about the robbery from another mail carrier who works in the area. He says he always thinks about safety when he's out walking his dog.
We've generally been pretty worried about it because we know that that's been an issue with other postal workers as well. So it was a little unnerving to hear it happen so close to where we live.
But Williams says everyone can become a target, so it's important to be defensive.
I don't even have a wallet. Like, honestly, I don't have anything that anybody would want.
This is considered both a federal and state crime. If this person is caught, they'll be charged in both courts. Until then, people in this neighborhood say they'll be on the lookout for him.
No. I don't have them.
Police tracked down the stolen merchandise at a home in Oakland, but the investigation that led to that discovery started at this Old Navy store in Alameda. They're not revealing the location of the home, but Alameda Police Chief Nishant Joshi says the stolen merchandise was arranged as if it was on display for shoppers.
Much of the lost item still had its tags on it. They were on hangers. The operation, when I say it was similar to any other retail store, there were specific locations at this residence where specific items were categorized and being stored.
Aside from $10,000 in cash and several vehicles, officers recovered 8 truckloads of stolen merchandise, much of it clothing. Police caught wind of the operation after a February 9th mass shoplifting at the Old Navy store in Alameda's South Shore Shopping Center. The store's security team spotted a pattern of other thefts at stores in the center and was able to help police identify individuals involved and a location of their drop-off point.
We began to learn that loss from retailers outside of Alameda in other cities was being brought to that location as well. So that further led us to believe that there was a fencing operation that where loss throughout the region was coming to.
As seen on the nightly news, retail theft has grown in recent years, but California Attorney General Rob Bonta says it is a mistake to think that it's just being committed by people in need.
Let me be clear, this is not about one-off thefts from stores. It's not about the occasional smash and grab at your local big box store. This is about a multi-billion-dollar criminal enterprise. Criminal schemes that are complex, orchestrated, and incredibly organized.
For example, recently Bonta announced the arrest of Michelle Mack, a woman who is accused of running an $8 million theft ring throughout California out of her San Diego mansion. She allegedly dispatched women around the state to steal beauty products from Ulta and Sephora stores, selling them from an online shopping site. The fencing operation in Oakland wasn't quite on that level, but then again, Chief Joshi says they're still not sure how far this may reach.
I'll tell you this, we're not stopping here, and so it's possible. We want to go as high up as we can to figure out who all is involved, where else is this occurring, what are the linkages.
Officials say the thieves are organized, so prevention needs to be organized as well. They say law enforcement, the business community, and the public must work together to fight a crime that is costing everyone a lot of money and putting people at risk.